Hello everyone, and welcome to my 2000 subscribers World War II contest. This is something that many people have wanted me to do for the past 2 years, I would say. First, I was going to do one when I had 1000 subscribers, but I did not really have the time and nor money. I'm very sorry for that, but now I'm coming at you with a World War II contest, and I really hope you will enjoy this as much as I will enjoy seeing all the entries that I definitely hope I will be getting. So let's just start off right away. So how do you do to enter, which is one of the more one really good question and really nice thing to know. And you basically make a video. It does not have to be specifically a video. It can be a slideshow of your, basically just pictures of your model and figures that you're entering, because you are entering a figure and a vehicle, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. So basically you do that slideshow video for the vehicle and the figures you are entering, and you just comment down below and I will be sure to check it out. Now, I do not know how good the YouTube, the new YouTube system for comments and everything seems to be. Really bad. So if I do not reply on your video within 1-2 days, because sometimes I have lots of things to do with schoolwork and such, you can just email me your entry, so I will be sure to actually see it, and not PM on you to actually use my real email address. I will be sure to put it in the description. If I forget that, just comment about it, or just go on my channel, because I think you can see it on there. So just so we make sure that I actually see your entry. And what do you have to do to enter? Well, first of all, you have to be subscribed to my channel, and also like the video, so as many people as possible see this, so you can get more interest and more people to join in. You are not allowed to say anything bad in manner of just criticizing someone's model. That is strictly forbidden, but constructive criticism and all the other good jazz are perfectly fine. So don't be shy and don't be scared that I will disqualify you for the smallest, tiniest little thing. If I see you say something that was a bit too negative, I will just just tell you, don't yada yada yada. You won't be disqualified immediately, so do no worries about that. And what do you enter? Well, you are allowed to enter pretty much anything that are sort of vehicle related, or something, basically tank, half-track, jeep, anti-tank gun or anti-aircraft gun. Everything works perfectly fine to enter. And 3 figures. Now, something that I think is very nice is that you can actually enter as many figures as you want. Well, multiply of the figure that you're entering. So if we take a look at, for example, my British dude here, let me just get the camera to zoom in a little. Let's take a look at this dude right here. Oh wait, the camera doesn't really focus. There we go. This figure, you can include 5, 10 or 20 of this dude if you want to, but they have to be the exact same, and I will be pretty picky on this. Even if you enter this dude, the other guys even have to have the ammo pouches. So you can enter as many as possible. And why would you want to put up 20 figures? That's because I have a bit different way to make the entries and everything, and what you can actually enter. You can enter something like this. For example, this is just a little vignette I made for my Kubelwagen a while back. But this is something also that's perfectly fine to enter, show off your vehicle. The important thing is that your vehicle is always the center of everything, the main thing that you enter, so you can actually really see and realize that this is the vehicle and this is the figure that he's entering. No big buildings or anything like that. You can as well enter, you can build, what sizes are you allowed? Well, you are allowed to build something up to a green base plate big. Now it sounds more like just a random World War II mock, but it's kind of hard. It can be really good if you do a really good one at that size, and you you really have the vehicles and the figures in focus. that will definitely increase your chances of winning. And why do I do this is because you might not be very good at making tanks, you might be good at making tanks, but you are exceptional at figures and landscaping and all that good jazz. So I want you to be able to show off that, but make sure that the figures and the vehicle is in focus. That is very important, because that's what this is basically is World War II vehicles contest, not a random World War II mock contest. So be sure that the figures and tanks are always in focus. I cannot preach about this enough. I know I've already said it like 4 times the past minute. Something else I want to point out as well is, if you're entering like a vignette like this, for example, you don't have to have all figures included. You can do included like I have here. I just have the Kugelwagen displayed with my German officer. That is very much acceptable as well. And then just later on in the video or slideshow, you show off the 2 remaining dudes. So that's also something you can do. And the third thing you can do is display your model in a scene. And I will show you this right away. So here we are looking at my scene for the Mark IV World War I tank, and as you can see, it looks like a picture taken right in the middle of a diorama, and where you don't see the edges. And that is basically what a scene is. You basically make a mock basically scene where you only show off the specific model and the terrain around it without showing the edges. Well, you can see I've displayed. You see the edge on the back there with the white, but that is, just to display, to make it, feel like you just see the sky in the background there. So this is basically something very good to do, where the vehicle and the figures are in focus and the rest is pretty plain. So this is the best thing you can do. You will have a very big chance of actually winning if you do this. So without further ado, let's go on with the prizes. And here we are with the prizes. So first off, I'm going to show you the third prize. And the third prize is a custom-made mortar team. As you can see, it includes, basically includes everything you see on the picture right now. It includes 2 figures. Let me see if you can focus. Yeah, there we go. 2 figures with Lego Ulis decal. Come on. 2 figures with Lego Ulis decals. Fully decaled, very nice looking figures. And a mortar, of course, and this is possible. As you can see, the legs can move in and out, so you can position it however you want to get the right height. And of course, and the second guy here, exactly the same pretty much, except for the face is different, and you have a bit of a different torso decal. As you can see, you have the ammo pouches for the MP40, the longer magazines, and this guy have for the Car 98s, and on the back you have this little canister there. Oh, not canister. Oh wait, that might be the correct. I don't know about that. Sorry, but he also holds the my custom-made mortar shell. So I do not have any rockets, so that's what I did, and I think it looks pretty good. And it also includes a gunmetal MP40 and this crate, and this crate contains some mortar shells, 3 more mortar shells, and I'll show you exactly how they look like. Here's what they look like. So you also get that, which I think is really neat. So there you go. So that's what you get for the third prize. Now let's move on to the second prize. And here we are with the second prize, and as you can see, the second prize winner will receive my custom-made Willis Jeep with a driver. This is my recently designed new design Willis Jeep, which is definitely one of my better smaller vehicles, and I really like how it looks like, and I think many of you seem to like it as well. It is in very good minifig scale, as you can see. Well, have very good scale, to be honest. You can see there the height. He is nothing, this model isn't higher than anyone, so it won't look that weird or anything. And it has space for 3 minifigures. 1 can sit in the back there, and 1 in each seat. So if you have more of your custom soldiers, you can include them in here too. But this is basically the dude you get with the price. And he also have a Thompson and a M1 pot helmet. So that is really nice. And yeah, I would say that's about it really for this this price. Not too much to show since I've already reviewed it, and if you want to see this price in more detail, how it looks like, how the model looks like, you can just check out my review that I have on my channel. Now let's move on to the first price, the grand prize. Here we are with the grand prize, the first prize, and it is, as you can see, my Tetrarch light tank. So I definitely want to include a tank, and so I did. Even thought it was very expensive to buy the treads. We all know how expensive the treads are, it's horrific. But I decided that that's the least I can do for you. So here we are with the tank for the first prize. And it also includes a figure. Now this is also something I have also one model that I have a review on my channel. So definitely go check that out if you want to see more detail. But something that does not show in that video is the figure. So let me just show you this guy in a bit more detail. You have, let me just move this out of the way so the camera focuses a bit better. There we are. You have the Lego Ulis decal, which looks very nice, and you will get the torso that I have applied it the best on. I think this one is probably one of the better ones, definitely. So there's no flaws on the decal whatsoever. You can see his leg here have a weird scratch. You will receive a pair of pants, legs that are in perfect condition. So no, don't worry about that. And you also have a black beret, which I think looks very good for the British tank commander. And that is pretty much it for the first. That is pretty much it for the first prize. Now all models except for the mortar team I have a review on my channel, so just go on the search bar on the channel. If you didn't know, the YouTube One channel layout have a search bar on the channel where you can just search for whatever video you want and whatever the video you want. And if you want to see a review on this one, just search for Tetrarch. And if you want to search for a video and see the Willis Jeep review, just search for Willis Jeep and it should come up. Now I hope as many of you enter as possible, and yeah, that is pretty much about it. I hope you will enjoy this contest as much as I will, and goodbye.